All of you, today we are going to study in secondary metabolites the word terpenoid. It is an enormous range of plant substances covered by the word terpenoid. This terpenoid indicates all such substances which have common biosynthetic origin. In general, the word terpenes indicate or denote the compound having an integral number of 5 carbon units. See, just as this is called as terpenes, whereas terpenoids are modified classes of terpenes with different functional groups and oxidized methyl group moved or removed from various positions. Chemically, all terpenes and terpenoids can be derived from basically branched 5 carbon unit, and the skeleton is this is number 1. This is number 2. In chemistry, you have read this in reactive methylene group, that is 3 2. You have read it as 2-methyl 1,3-butadiene. This is an isoprene. Carbon skeleton of terpenoids are built from the union of 2 or more these 5 carbon units. So basically, the skeleton of terpenoids are made up of union of 2 or more these carbon skeleton, and they are classified according to the number of carbon units are present in these molecules, such as if C5H8, this is basic terpene. This is basic unit and it is called as, if N is equal to 1, then structure is C5H8, it is called as hemiterpene. If N is equal to 2, then it is C10H16, it is called as monoterpene. Monoterpene. If carbon unit is this N is equal to 3, then C15, that is number of carbon atom, it is called as sesquiterpene. H is variable, only number of carbon units we are considering. If N is equal to 1 means carbon unit, this whole carbon unit is 1, then it is called hemiterpene. This is 2, This is monoterpene. N is equal to 3. It is sesquiterpene. Except for the heavy terpene, sesquiterpene and rubber, all other compounds are present in the form of their pyrophosphate, which are very important biosynthetic intermediates, which are all very important biosynthetic intermediates. These terpenoids are generally lipid soluble. These terpenoids are basically lipid soluble, and in the plants they are found in the cytoplasm. And in the plant they are basically found in the cytoplasm. Sometimes they occur in the special glandular cells. Sometimes they occur in the special glandular cells which are present on the leaf surfaces. While there are some terpenoids which are associated with the chloroplast in the leaf and with the chloroplast. Example is carotenoids. These carotenoids which you have read in the MSc previous in photosynthesis and undergraduate classes, these carotenoids are also classified as terpenoids. They are accessories. They are associated with chloroplast and chromoplast and found in the leaf. Now we are going to study isoprene rule. This isoprene rule is proposed by Walsh in 1887. According to the Walsh isoprene rule, the skeleton structure of all naturally occurring terpenoids are isoprene. So that it means all the naturally occurring terpenoids are built of isoprene units. And he deduced this finding from the following facts, that empirical formula of all naturally, so deduced means परिणाम निकालना. So the active isoprene rule means, isoprene rule is, according to Walsh, all the terpenes or terpenoids which are naturally occurring are made up of isoprene unit, and it deduced from the following fact that the basic empirical unit, empirical means experimental, empirical unit is of isoprene is C5 and C5H8. C5H8. And another point is, when thermal decomposition of terpenoid takes place, then the one of the product is isoprene. When thermal decomposition of terpenoid takes place, one of the product is isoprene. So this is the isoprene rule proposed by Walsh. In exam, there is a question: who proposed the isoprene rule and what are its findings? How he deduced his finding? Thanking you.